I think we're live. I think we're live. Hey, my mindset friends, my mindset magnets, my mindset moguls. It is good to be back with you here on Mindset Monday. It's a day that I always look forward to. And one of my reasons for enjoying Mondays, seriously, is based on the fact that I get to come to you live on Mindset Mondays. It really starts my week off right. And I hope that's what I do for you too. So this is the place where you get the mindsets you need to create whatever you want in your life or your business and really just accomplish and achieve any goal that you could ever want. Oh, I'm sorry, my computer's going off. My printer's going off here. Let me turn it off. So I talk about this all the time because mindset truly is the foundation. It is the foundation where everything that we could ever want and manifest and create, frankly, begins in our mind. Everything you experience, you express, or anything that happens to you in the world starts in your mind. It all begins up here. So welcome. Today we are going to talk about today we're talking about self-confidence and self-esteem. First of all, what's the difference? I really didn't understand the difference for years, so that's why I'm bringing it to you. And secondly, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? And then lastly, the third thing before we leave, I want to leave you with one thing you can do that if you need to improve or increase, really boost that self-confidence and build that self-esteem, I'm going to leave you with one tool that you can use to do that. Because that's my goal for all of us, to have what we want in our lives, to create what we want in our lives and have the mindsets we need to do that. So let me refer to my notes here. So our mindset is basically the biggest powerful tool that we have, and it can hold us back if we don't have the right mindset, especially when we're trying to make changes and we really want to accomplish something in our lives that we've never done before. Our mindset is our most powerful tool. And our mind, our big wonderful mind and brain up here, it's like a backpack. It's what carries around all these mindsets, and these mindsets can be helpful, or they can be like big ass heavy rocks that hold us back. So, poor self-esteem and lack of self-confidence can be really big, heavy rocks. And we need to be able to dump those rocks, right? We have to be able to unload those things and repack our backpacks with the right supplies, the right mindsets we need. Hey, Ira, good to see you. If we are going to get anywhere, if we're going to accomplish something, especially we've never accomplished before, we need to unpack those mindset rocks that are holding us back and really sometimes keeping us from even attempting to make the climb. And really what's up there at the summit is whatever goal you choose. It is whatever goal or dream that you have for you. And our goals and our dreams are all unique to us. They're all very different, but we still all have the same things in common. And what's the thing that we all have in common? If we don't have the right tools, we can't make it up the hill. If you've ever, think about the climbers. Think about the climbers that climb up Mount Everest, or for that matter, any backpacking expedition. If you are on an expedition like that, I guarantee you that if you looked in every climber's backpack, they have the same things basically. They've got their oxygen, they've got their water, they've got their extra pair of wool socks, they've got their, their camping gear, their sleeping bag. They all have the same tools and supplies that are going to help get them up the mountain. I guarantee you they're not carrying any rocks. That is what we are changing here. We are changing lives. By changing your mind, we are changing your lives. Because those negative mindsets, we don't want them to drag us down anymore. And that's what Mindset Monday is for. That's what I'm here for. When you guys are sharing your valuable time with me, I am so appreciative. And that's my goal, is to share game changers with you that will really help you get and achieve whatever you want in your life. So thank you for joining me, and let's jump into it. What is the difference between self-esteem and self-confidence? What's the difference? Well, self-esteem is is your judgment of yourself. It's your opinion of yourself. It's part of your belief system. That deep-seated belief system in your subconscious. Remember, if you've been with me for any amount of time, you know that your subconscious is what runs the show. Your self-esteem lies that deep inside you. It's what you believe about yourself. It's a judgment of your value. It's really your personal own appraisal of your worth. That is what self-esteem is. Self-confidence, on the other hand, they both work together, but they're different, is really your belief in your abilities and your skills. So self-confidence is actually something outside of yourself. It's something that you've proven to yourself already. For example, it's about things that you've accomplished and things that you've done. Yes, your subconscious carries so much more than we realize. I've spent actually 2 years studying the power of the subconscious, along with how it works with universal laws, and it is phenomenal. I cannot talk about it enough and express enough how tapping into those two things, changing those two things, can actually change your whole world and how you experience. But all right, so self-confidence is belief in your abilities, and it's about what you already know, which is why you can have self-confidence and still have low self-esteem. That was really hard for me to understand. I went years, honestly, I went most of my life without either, which is why I love talking about mindsets, because changing my mindset has changed my world, and I want you all to have that too. That's why I'm here. That's why I do everything I do. But honestly, if you can be self-confident in things like your speaking abilities, your artistic skills, or maybe like you're very athletic and you have like athletic prowess in a certain sport, right? You can have a lot of confidence in those skills, but you can have low self-esteem of yourself or value of yourself, or how you feel about a person, when how you feel about yourself as a person is what I meant to say, when it depends on your performance and your results in those skills and abilities you have. Do you see where that difference starts happening? Meaning, if you have good self-esteem, your sense of self-worth won't change. It will stay constant. It will not decrease. You won't lose it if you lose your tennis match, or you didn't finish the marathon that you planned on running and you've trained, a whole year and a half for, or you didn't get the speaking gig that you wanted, that you tried to sign up for. Or as an artist, I'll use this example. If you have someone walk into your art booth or show up on your live video, and tell you, they just don't think your artwork is very good, their opinion of you would not change your self-esteem. Or maybe, you went to sell a painting and you could only sell it for $25 instead of $5,000. It still would not affect your opinion of yourself, your value. Those results are would be unrelated to how you think about yourself. That is self-esteem. And someone who has good self-esteem, here's how it shows up in your life. You don't make decisions based on whether you think you will succeed or fail. Your decision making for whether you go for a dream or don't go for a dream has nothing to do, it's disconnected from what you think about yourself. And for the most part, you're not afraid to fail. You're actually going out there and doing things, because whether you fail or not doesn't really matter. You're worth it. You know that failure is not connected to your worth or your value. Self-esteem is what gives us true courage. True courage. Because whether we succeed or fail doesn't matter. We'll just go out there and do it. It remains constant. So here's where the boots meet the trail. Here's where the hiking boots meet the trail. When you want to tackle something new, something you've never done before, when you want to go for the dream and tackle something new, let's come up with some ideas. You're wanting to launch a business. You're wanting to launch a business. You're finally wanting to write that book. You're wanting to go back to school. You're actually thinking, I think I really want, I never finished my degree or whatever it may be. I think I'm going to go back to school. It's something you've never done before. You got to figure out how you're going to do it. That is what's going to take courage. And the fact is, when you're going for a dream like that, you actually need both. You need self-confidence and you need self-esteem. Yep. When you're headed to the summit, AKA your goal, you need both. You need both, because a lot of what you'll be doing, you haven't done it before. So you can't solely depend on self-confidence. You can't depend on, oh, well, I've already done this before. I got this. I know this. No, you don't have any of that, because it's a road you haven't traveled. Now you can train, right? Let's go back to the hiking thing. You can train yourself to be able to be in physical shape. You can prepare, right? You can make sure that you have everything you need, that you've been eating the right food, that you've got someone to help you. But that climb, that will give you some self-confidence. Like having prepared and trained obviously is going to give you some self-confidence. But ultimately, the trail that you're going to be hiking up to that summit is something you've never traveled. It's something you don't know what's going to happen on that trail. So what happens? What happens then? What do you do when you need to take action, but you have no experience and you can't depend on self-confidence? That's where courage comes in. That's where courage is something that functions in the unknown, in uncertainty. And when we're unsure, courage will show up when we got to take a risk. We have to have courage to be able to take a risk. And we can only take a risk. Here's how it all ties together, you guys. We can only take a risk when we believe in ourselves. When we believe that who we are and what we desire are worth taking the action, are worth taking the risk. We can only have courage when we have really strong, healthy, positive self-esteem. That courage only shows up with that. And here's what's magical about taking the risks and tapping into that courage. When you have that kind of self-worth and that kind of self-esteem that you have, that you can grab courage and use it, and you tap into it and start taking action, that actually builds more self-confidence. You get it. It's a circle. It's a circle. It's one of my favorite things. It's like magic. It's like magic. So there you have it. That is what I really wanted to explain about self-esteem and self-confidence. And I want to leave you with one tool before we go. I want to leave you with one tool, one thing you can do to improve your self-esteem and self-confidence. And you've heard me talk about it before. You're like, oh, brother, but don't close this down until you hear it all. Gratitude. Oh, gratitude. I want you to be aware of everything, all the goodness and everything that's right in your life right now. Sometimes that's harder than other times to do that. Sometimes we have to dig a little deeper to go there. I get that. But I want you to be grateful for your heart, for your loving, kind, understanding, soft heart, for being a seeker, for being someone who is interested in self-growth and being a lifelong learner. Be grateful for that. I want you to be grateful for your openness to listen, to offer encouragement to others, to be vulnerable and authentic, to put yourself out there, and share your gifts. I want you to be grateful and have gratitude for your generosity. Your generosity, maybe, you buy the coffee for the person behind you in line at the drive-through, or the coffee place, the little coffee drive-through. I want you to be grateful for your grace, having grace, being your graciousness. When someone cuts you off in traffic, remember, I'm not just preaching. I'm talking to myself here, right? When somebody cuts you off in traffic, that you have the grace and the understanding to just let it go. to not be harsh on that person. You don't know their situation, right? To do all that self-talk, or when that guy is on his phone and he's texting like this while he's driving down the road. Oh my gosh, so hard. But I want you to have gratitude for your power to offer grace. And I want you to have gratitude for what you have right now. You're safe. You have beyond the basics, right? You have hot water. There are tons of people in this world who don't even have hot water. We can be grateful just for the basics. Have gratitude for your skills and everything you've already learned and everything you already know. Have gratitude for your ability to learn new things. Have gratitude for the ability to believe in yourself, and really have gratitude for your mind. Have gratitude. Your mind is malleable. You can change it. You can rewire it. Oh my word, we can all be so grateful for that opportunity, for that ability. So what's your goal? What do you want? What do you want in this world? How do you want to show up in this world? How do you want to show up? What do you want to share in this world? Because the world needs you. The world needs you. And only you have this gift, whatever that is that you're feeling inside you that you want to accomplish and you want to share. Only you have that. It's unique to you. Don't think that, oh, well, everybody's been there. Everybody's done that. That's already been done. I guarantee you that your personal experience is different and unique to everyone else. And your perspective on that is what makes what you have to give a gift. It's going to connect with someone. All right. So when we are all said and done, it's what we create in this world. It's all that's left when we leave it. What we create in this world, it's all that's left when we need it. It is important. It is important. All right, so get busy. I want you to clean out that backpack. Clean out that backpack. Start dumping those rocks. If you have missed some of the past episodes, you can go back. We've talked about money mindset rocks. What was the first one we talked about? We're going to talk about time, mindset rocks. We're going to be talking about all kinds of things that keep us stuck. Fear. If you let fear block you and stop you, that's a big rock. We talk about how to get through that. So get busy and repack it with the right mindsets. And, next year, I just want to give you this before we leave. I am going to be launching a new program. It's going to be a 4-week program called Creative Jumpstart Program. And so I'll be talking more about that here in the next month or two. And I can't wait to share that with you. It's going to be a game changer for you. It is going to give you the mindsets you need to accomplish anything you want, so that you can earn the money that you want, so you can start the business that you want, so you can, move if you're wanting to move out of just whatever that goal is. All right, I will talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Bye.